Good morning, children. So, welcome back to the online session of a mathematics class. So, as we have completed the lesson fractions and decimals in the last session. So, in the today's class, we will go for the next lesson, which is simple equations. Okay. So, for the fractions and decimals, I have told you already that I am going to conduct a test on Friday. So, be prepared for the test. So, Friday at 11 o'clock I am going to conduct a test. Okay. So, revise the lesson. Whatever the doubts will be there, please feel free to contact me for any of your doubts. Okay, put a message or otherwise you can call me for any of your doubts. I will clear the doubts. So, after completing the fractions and decimals, we will go for the next lesson, simple equations. So, which is very important lesson, which is very important for your future classes. So you have learned something about the equations in the class 6 in the algebra lesson, right? So you have learned about variables, you have learned about constants, you have learned about expressions. So you learned about unknown value, how to take the unknown value in terms of a variable, how to represent the variable, right? So which is the LHS part and which is the RHS part? What do you mean by LHS? LHS is left hand side, RHS is right hand side. These are the basic things you have learned about equations in the class 6 itself. So in the class 7 itself, we are going to further process, that is solving those equations. So in the class 6, we have tried to solve the equations by trial and error method. Say suppose if I am having the equation x plus 3 is equal to 2, then I will be solving this equation by putting x is equal to x plus 3 is equal to 5, then I am putting like x is equal to 0. Then I am substituting 0, 0 plus 3 is equal to 5, 0 plus 3 is equal to 3, 3 is equal to 5. So which is not true, 3 is not equal to 5, right? So LHS is not equal to RHS, therefore the given value is not a solution, x is equal to 0 is not a solution for this equation, is not a solution. Right? Again, x is equal to 1, I can write x is equal to 1, let me substitute x is equal to 1, 1 plus 3 is equal to 5, so 1 plus 3 is equal to 4, 4 is equal to 5, which is not equal, therefore given taken value is not a solution, is not a solution. Then I will be going to the next value, x is equal to 2, then substitute that, 2 plus 3 is equal to 5, so 2 plus 3 is equal to 5, 5 is equal to 5, LHS is equal to RHS, here this satisfied, LHS is equal to RHS, so x is equal to, x is equal to 2 is the solution for this equation, the x value will be equal to 2 in this particular equation. This is called as the trial and error method, we will be taking the initial value 0, 1, 2, 3, like this. We will keep on taking that. If the LHS is equal to RHS, then that particular value of x is a solution, or otherwise it is not a solution. So this is we have done it in the class 6 itself. But in class 7, we are not going to do this trial and error method. We have some particular method to solve this equation. Right? It is, suppose the equation, if it is a small equation, then it's very easy. You can get it within 2-3 steps. You can get it. If you are taking 1, 2, 3 values, you will be getting the solution. Suppose assume that the numbers are more, right? The numbers will be a bigger value. Instead of 3, suppose I assume that x is equal to 3000. Then 5 instead of 50,000. Then for everything we can't able to go with 0, 1, 2, 3. It is like time wasting, right? How many values you should take if you are going with trial and error method? 0, 1, 2, 3. So then there is no use. So if you are solving the equation by trial and error method 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it will be taking too much of time, right? So then there is no use of solving that equation. So we should have some particular method, right? We should have some particular method that will be in a stipulated time, within a stipulated time we should solve that, right? So then only it will be useful, right? So we will be concentrating on the method of solving these type of equations in class 7, right? How to solve. which method you are going to solve this equation. So that we will be discussing in class 7. So in the class 6, we are discussing about only simple equations. We will be discussing about only simple equations. Right? We observe that only variable is not multiplied with 2, it is not divided by 3. So it is not there. It is a simple equation. Here we will be multiplying by 2 or dividing by 3. So that type of equations we are going to study. Then after that, some of the applications of these equations, some of the real-time applications of these equations, we are going to study in class 7. Okay. So we'll again go back to the class 6 and we'll come from the beginning. Okay. We will revise what we have studied in our class 6 and what do you mean by equations, how it is time, so what is the uses. We'll again come back from the beginning. Okay. So before going to the equations, we'll take a mind game with ourselves. So we'll take I'll take a number. I'll be assuming a number. I will be assuming a number. The number between 1 to 10,000, it may be any of the number, right? I'll be assuming a number. Okay. So for that number, I will be multiplying by 3. For that product, I will be adding 4. Okay. The answer is 19. The answer is 19. Now tell me what is the number I had assumed. What is the number I had assumed? Okay. So understand the question. I will be assuming a number between 1 to 10,000. Assume that I will be assuming a number from 1 to 10,000. Any of the one number. Any of the number. I will be multiplying with 5. Multiplying with 5. Then for the product, I am adding 4. It gives 90. It gives 90. What is that number? What is that number I had assumed? So this is the question. This is like a game. So how to solve this like mind game? So for this solving this mind game, it requires the help of equation. It requires the help of equation. Now again go back to that game. I had assumed from 1 to 10,000 a number. I don't know that number. What is that number, right? So I will be taking that number as an unknown number. I will be taking as an unknown number. That unknown number I will be taking as a variable. I will be taking as a variable. You know that what do you mean by variable, right? So variable. The word variable means something which can vary. That which can vary. Something which can vary. It is going to be varied. It is not a fixed value. It will be varying. It can change, right? Usually the variables will be represented by the alphabets, that is X, Y, Z, L, M, N, P. So we will be representing in these alphabets, variables. Not only in these alphabets, we will be representing in K, R, whatever the variables. It is representing by the letters alphabets, right? So variable. This the word itself means that which can vary. It is not a fixed value. So now you can say that I will be assuming from 1 to 10,000 a number. I don't know that number. That is a variable. That is a variable which can change. Which can change. So I will be taking X as that unknown number. Okay. So what I will do, I had assumed between 1 to 10,000 a number. Then I had multiplied 5 with that number. I had multiplied 5 with that number. So 5 with this number I am going to multiply. Now what is the answer? 5 into x. You have learned in class 6. 5 into x is 5x. Right? 5x. Then for the product I had added 4. So it will become 5x plus 4. Then I told you it gives 19. It gives 19. It gives 19. So I had assumed a number, unknown number. For that I had multiplied 5. For the product I had added a 4. Then it gives 19. It gives 19. What is that number? What is that number? What is that number? is 3. The number is 3. The number is 3. So how to get that? So that needs a help of equation. That needs a help of equation. Now that situation I had converted into a equation. Now observe that I am having an equal sign. So it is an equation. This is LHS part and this is RHS part, right? So LHS is 5x plus 4, RHS is 19, right? So how to solve this? Let me go with the same trial and error method. Let x is equal to 0 in this equation. Then 5 into 0 plus 1 is equal to 19. So 5 into 0, 0, anything multiplied by 0, 0, 0 plus 1 is equal to 19, 0 plus 1 is equal to 1, RHS is 19, 1 is not equal to 19, so x is equal to 0 is not a value, not a solution of this equation. X is equal to 0 is not a solution, it is not a solution. Let me go with x is equal to 1, let x is equal to 1, right? So substitute that 5 into 1 plus 4 is equal to 19. 5 into 1 will become 5 plus 4 is equal to 19. 5 plus 4 is equal to 9 is equal to 19. Obviously it is not equal. 9 is not equal to 19. LHS is not equal to RHS. Therefore, again the taken value is not a solution. X is equal to 1 is not a solution. It is not a solution. It is not a solution. Okay, I'll go for another number, that is x is equal to 2. Again 5 into 2 plus 4 is equal to 19. In the place of x, I need to substitute 2. So 5 into 2, so 10 plus 4 is equal to 19. So 10 plus 4 will become 14. 19. 14 is not equal to 19. Again, x is equal to is not a solution. Taken value is not a solution. Right? It is not a solution. Now I will take let x is equal to 3. Substitute that 5 into 3 plus 4 is equal to 19. 5 into 3 will become 15. 15 plus 4 is equal to 19. 15 plus 4 is equal to 19. 19 is equal to 19. Here we are getting LHS is equal to RHS. 19 is equal to 19. So here we are getting LHS is equal to RHS. Therefore, the taken value is a solution. X is equal to 3 is a solution. In the earlier cases, observe that we are not equal to LHS is not equal to RHS. LHS is not equal to RHS. LHS is not equal to RHS. Whereas, if you given the x value as 3, then we are getting LHS is equal to RHS. Therefore, the taken value is a solution. So x is equal to 3 is a solution. So I had assumed 3 in my mind. I had assumed 3 in my mind. I had multiplied with 5 with that number. Then I had added 4 with the product. Then it gives me 19. Okay. So that needs a help of equation. Again for solving, again it needs help of solving the equation. Right. So this is the things we have learned in the earlier classes. Right. So further we will learn about what do you mean by expression. What do you mean by expression? So we have learned about variable. Okay. So learn about variable. We'll go for the expression. Expressions. So you should understand the difference between expressions and equation. Okay. We will learn about expression. Then again I will give the meaning of equation. Right. Expression is formed by using the variables. Expression formed by using the variables. And then for the variables, we are doing some operations like addition operation, multiplication operation, or subtraction operation, or division operation. So if you do these operations to the variables, it will use the expression. Say suppose in the earlier question we got that 5x plus 4 is equal to 19. In that 5x plus 4 is an expression. 5x plus 4 is an expression. Observe that here I am having a variable. I have done, what is the first operation I have done that? I have multiplied with the 5 with the variable. I have multiplied with the variable 5. I I have done multiplication operation. Then added that product will be 4. I have done addition operation. I have done 2 operations on the variable. I will be getting the expression. I will be getting a expression. So 5x plus 4 is an expression. But RHS is not an expression. It is not an expression. It is some value. It is some value. Now this is an expression. So what is expression now? Expression is nothing but expression is formed by doing some operations like addition operation, multiplication operation, subtraction operation, division operation on a variable. If you done some of the operation on a variable, you will be getting an expression. So 5x plus 4 is an expression. 5x plus 4 is an expression. Okay. Otherwise 7x minus 5, 15. Observe that. So variable, I have to multiply with the 7, then subtract the product with the 15. So this is an expression. This is an expression. In the expression, there must be a variable. There must be a variable. Otherwise, it is not an expression. So you can't say that 19 is an expression, right? So 5x plus 4 is an expression. Otherwise, only 5x is an expression because it is some operation will be done with the variable. What is that operation? Variable is multiplied with 5. Variable is multiplied with 5. So it is an expression. To call it as an expression, variable must be involved in that. Variable must be involved in that. So here and now also variable is involved. So third example I can take 10x. Here you can observe that I am adding the variable. It is multiplied with the 10. Operation. Which operation? Multiplied. So variable is multiplied with the 10. So it is an expression. Right? It is an expression. Now you understood what I mean by expression, right? So now we go for equations. We will go for equations. So what do you mean by equation? Equation is an equation. Okay. So equation is a condition. Equation is a condition on a variable. Condition on a variable. Equation is a condition on a variable. That condition is nothing but value of the expression is equal to, that means value of the expressions are equal. That means on the LHS and then RHS both must be equal. Right? So say suppose in the previous example, if I take that 5x plus 4 is equal to 19, whatever 19 you took here, okay. So at least one of the two expressions must contain a variable. So in the equation, at least one of the expressions, either in the LHS or in the RHS. Usually the RHS part will not be an expression. Only the LHS part will become an expression. The RHS part is like some value, fixed value, right? So only the LHS part will become an expression. Okay. So this is an expression. It is not in all the cases. In the future classes, it may be LHS or RHS. Both may be an expression. Both may be an expression. But usually in what we have studied up to class 6, that is LHS will be the expressions, RHS will be the particular value. But in all the cases, it is not true. Right? Okay. Now, in this is the condition on a variable. Condition on a variable that for that LHS is equal to RHS. Value of LHS is equal to RHS. Right? So that is called as the equation. Equation is a condition. Equation is a condition on a variable. That condition is nothing but value in the expression of the LHS is equal to the value of the expression in the RHS. Or otherwise, value of the expression in the LHS is equal to value of in the RHS. Right? So 5x plus 4 is equal to 19. You know that because LHS is equal to 5x plus 14. LHS is 5x plus 4, which is on the left hand side of the equal sign. Since I am having the equal sign, this is equation, right? Value expression on the right hand side of the equal sign. Right hand side of the equal sign. Okay. 5x plus 4 is equal to 19, or 19 is equal to 5x plus 4. Can you tell me these two are same or not? Or these two will be different? These two will be same or not? Or these two will give the different values? No. In both the equations are same. Both the equations are same, but here the RHS will be written in the LHS place. LHS will be written in the RHS place. If you write like this, value of the variable will not going to change. Value of the variable will not going to change. Right? That means x is equal to 4 or 4 is equal to x. Both are same. LHS is equal to RHS, RHS is equal to LHS. I am not transferring. In fact, I am writing LHS in the RHS part, RHS to LHS place. Okay. So value will not going to change. Value of the variable will not going to change. If you interchange the LHS in place of RHS with RHS place LHS, value of the variable it will not going to change. If you write the equation in this format, or if you write the equation in this format, it will not affect the equation. It will not affect the value of the variable in the equation. Okay. And one more thing. Say suppose assume that x plus 3 is equal to 5. X plus 3 is equal to 5. If you add same value to the LHS, to the RHS, the equation will not going to change. Value of the variable in the equation will not going to change. Say suppose I am adding 2 to both sides. Adding 2 to both sides. Adding 2 on both sides. So it will become x plus 3 plus 2. Here it is 5 plus 2. This is x. 3 plus 5 will become 7. Here it is. This is 5. This is 7. X plus 3 is equal to 5. X plus 5 is equal to 7. Both will represent the same. Here, in the x value will not going to change. Value of the x in these two equations will not going to change, because I am adding 2 to the both sides. Adding same value to the both sides of the equations will not affect the value of the variable. Right? Similarly, if you subtract 2 to the both sides with the same value, that is also will not going to change the value of the expression. And if you multiply the equation with the 2 on both sides, that is also not going to change the value of the variable. That means whatever you are doing to the equations, you have to do it for both LHS also, RHS also. If you are doing like that, that will not change the value of the variable. Right? So, in the equations, whatever the operations you are going to do, you have to do it for both LHS also as well as the RHS also. Right? So, if you are doing only for the LHS, that will affect the value of the variable. If you are doing for only the RHS, not in the LHS, that will affect the value of the variable. But if you are doing for both LHS and RHS, that will not change the value of the variable. That you need to remember that. Okay. So this is just introduction to the equations. Okay. So in the next class, we will do the examples and we will solve some of the examples which we have solved in class 6 also. The same type of examples we have, like trial and error method only. We will solve those examples. Okay. Then again we will go for the further methods. So to solve what is the method to solve the equations. Okay. So that we will discuss in the next session. Okay. So thank you. That's it for today's class. So we will go through that lesson, algebra. The lesson will be algebra in the class 6. Go through that lesson. So you will come to idea that what is a variable, what is constant, so how to multiply the variable with the constant value, what you will be getting, those things and all will be there. We have already studied and given the notes, classwork also in the class 6. Go through that and we continue the lesson in the next video.